Are you blind, people? Are you blind, or you just don't care? That your heart is so wicked and selfish that you don't care. Let the children go down the drain. Let them die. Let them fight each other. Let them become criminals. Let them become drug addicts. As you see, America just places us in a bracket where we don't belong. And that we know is spitefully done.
Thank you guys for showing up for me. As much as you show up for everybody else, every other artist, a friend. Make some noise for yourself. Money is not everything, but community is the best. And you guys show community, make some noise. And as long as I live, I am going to sing song after song, after hit, after hit. For my buddies, my fans, my lovers, my family. Till I all angry. Till my bones brittle. I still go drag on myself and sing for you. I love you. I love you bad. I want everybody to sing with me right now. Are we taking a jump? If you have a rag, put your hand in the air. If you have a flag, put your hands in the air. We're going to jump up right now. We're going to take a jump. Stop the jump, jump, jump to when it's jump. Tilla, tilla, hey, tilla.
What's up, y'all? Listen, let me give you a quick story. So last night during the comedy section for the Patrice free event, I'm like, you know what? Let me work out and enjoy some comedy while I'm, doing my thing. Okay, done with that, whatever. We're now heading into the beginning part of Patrice's performance, and the channel goes out. Do you understand how many thousands of people, hundreds of people were watching this channel? I felt so bad for this channel because they're my go-to spot for all things happening right there in the country. Anyways, I feel so bad for them. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I want to see the performance. It's happening right then and there. I go over to TikTok. All of the people over on TikTok, you know how much frustration it was, and everybody's Wi-Fi was not working. I was like, how did they land on the moon if we can't even get the Wi-Fi correct? I was so annoyed, but here's a couple of clips just to show you how stressful it was, and the angles because of the lighting, or maybe it was glitching. And let me just show you.
Whoa, so don't you let me. Why? So you is yeah, I need let you. I wanna see you.
If you want to hear love, say love. Listen. They say it's only crime, they say only violence. Treat me good and good again. But here on the shows I sit down in silence. Why? Blessed by the sun and kissed by the rain. From all over the world. Big up sound. Something love. What we say? 2 o'clock in the morning. My phone you calling. When things get boring. What she say? Look how now you want. I thought I was the one. I thought that this was love. Oh my God.
I just have to say thank you to all the streamers, all the people on TikTok that did their best to stream for those of us who can't and was not there. Do you understand? It must take so much restraint to hold the camera straight, to not want to just put the camera down and enjoy with the people. I know that that was a topic of discussion the other day, but if you are a content creator and you're serving those of us online, it is such a major, big, honest to God, just thank you. Thank you. You guys did your best, but the energy of the people, you could tell it was just, the energy was through the roof. That's why they knocked out the Wi-Fi. But anyhow, let's get to my new favorite artist, not just for the music, but the mind of this person and the mind of what he has to say, the importance of what he has to say. Let's get into it. I'll check back in a few.
I want to send a special congratulations to my Grenadian artist, that is representing Grenada worldwide, and at this time, especially Trinidad and Tobago, and representing so well. Congratulations, my brothers. Keep the flag flying high. You know what I mean? May God keep and bless you guys, strengthen you. You know what I mean? Keep the mind working with all the creativity. Let it be instilled. You know what I mean? And let it be expressed with power, strength, precision. And also, I want to thank Trinidad for accepting, the music, the vibe, the culture, in the way that you guys are. Thank you, Trinidad, so much for opening your arms and also keeping our artists safe, and sound, and for the opportunity. Thank you.
He's so right. Honest to God, the Caribbean is winning. Really and truly. I did a community tab. I don't know if you've been on my page, and over there, you're free to leave whatever topics you want to discuss. You can literally post on my community page, but I left this beauty right here of Kes signing, I think it was in December, Yvette Noel, who happens to be Beyonce's publicist, not to mention so many more artists. So it's so nice that Trinidad is winning, Grenada is winning, and so many others in the Caribbean that we will eventually get to. But let's get into more of the serious tone of what Mr. Killa has to say about what is happening right there in Grenada.
The next thing I want to speak about, as I speak about our artists, our young artists that is out there representing, there is something happening here at home where I spoke about many times before, where it seems to fall on deaf ears, because a lot of the times the people who sits in the position to do something about it truly do not care. This is about the youth that is out there that is not doing anything but gambling. When I spoke about it, some people wrote in the comments, oh, but it begins with the parents. We are talking about 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 15, 16. There was girls at the age of 15 years old that leave, go to school, come home from school, change their clothes and go back in the gamble. At that moment, their parent is not home, and we understand that they say charity begins at home and it ends abroad, and the principles should be instilled and all of those things like that. Not all the parents are qualified in some ways to instill that by themselves, so they do need help from the public and beyond. Our school does not teach us how to become better people. Okay? He gives us an education, a curriculum that has been designed by the children of the slave masters. Okay? A colonialistic application is still yet happening heavy on the minds of our youths, and we just expect, and then we expect them to find their way. But a man cannot give you what he doesn't have, and cannot explain what he doesn't understand, and cannot express what he doesn't feel. Some of these kids that is out there right now, their parents cannot control them. So let's leave that alone. Well, let's instill into the parents that we have now, who have young children, teach them the way, support them so they could train their children right and instill the right principles so they can move forward. But where we are right now is not to sit down and blame the parents at this time, because a lot of them is young men and young women now. The parents can't control them. That does not mean that we're supposed to have a so lawless society when it comes to gambling and things like that, that the police will turn to say that they cannot do anything when it comes to 15-year-olds, 13-year-old, bank up by the road, gambling in large numbers, day and night, night and day. Where now even the college become a massive gambling ground. You telling me that I am living in a society that cannot do nothing about that? I've been speaking about this, and it seems like every time I speak about things, I can go back and show videos where I've been speaking about things that then become the topic a year later.
Sorry to tap in, but are you not proud of this artist? I mean, we literally dance and sing and joke with these artists, but it's so nice to know that we can lean on some of our artists who have something to say, especially at a time where this affects our families in the Caribbean. It affects us traveling to the Caribbean. The timing of this is just so crazy, right as Grenada is doing so well, and there's so much love, and we know that people are getting ready to travel. I heard somebody the other day saying that a trip from Miami to Grenada is going to cost $1,400, and it's just, I don't know. I'm not trying to be a conspiracist, but the fact that they're putting a level 2 on Grenada is bigger than, of course, Spice Mass and, raising the cost on the people. It really is the connection of what we've already seen in other parts of the Caribbean. But let him speak. Let's go.
Are you blind, people? Are you blind, or you just don't care? That your heart is so wicked and selfish that you don't care. Let the children go down the drain. Let them die. Let them fight each other. Let them become criminals. Let them become drug addicts. As you see, America just place us in a bracket where we don't belong. And that we know is spitefully done. But we don't want to come and prove them right. We want to make sure that we stay the loving community and country that we have always been. A unique place, the Spice Island, where we carry a different type of spirit. A spirit that welcomes strangers and takes care of them. Not a community of beggars. Foreigners come to Grenada and sometimes we go out with them and we buy them drinks. We're just happy that you're here to show you how beautiful Grenada is. That has been our culture. Grenada is warm. It is beautiful. We get placed on a list as level 2, with a level 2 warning for tourists and travelers to this country. We don't belong in that bracket. That's not us. And I think it is time for us to stand up and refuse to become a country that will ever fall in that bracket. There is something rising in the air. There is a sense of urgency for we as Grenadians to wake up and have the conversation. And a lot of the times, every time I speak, I keep saying to you people that I am not green and I am not yellow. I am ice green and gold. Grenada first. Too much of party politics. That the neighbor does not support a certain party, so that neighbor is not my friend. And that neighbor, I should not help him in the time of need. How then do we truly grow as a nation when together we stand and divided we will fall? Why people are still pushing this narrative and we would not come out of the colonialistic teaching, behavior and expression? When would we then wake up as a people to make a firm decision that we will move into a direction that belongs to us? That we will seek to protect our women, our children, and our country first? Would we wait until this country truly deserves to be in the level 2 and the level 3 bracket? No. It is time for some people to listen and hear the cry. You see, a great leader knows how to follow. A great leader knows how to follow the voice of his father first and foremost. Then secondly, he knows how to follow the cries of his people, the voice of his people. And these days, I cannot find much leaders anymore in our society. We are losing our youths. We are suffering from brain drain at home. Before, we used to have brain drain where the kids coming out of school and all they want to do is to go to another country. And we would lose some of the most intelligent youths that will come from our communities. Now it is different. Now kids are coming out of school and becoming gamblers. Friends becoming drug addicts and drug sellers. Because there is nothing else that is pulling their attention enough. And we keep blaming them. When you send them to a school where the education system still teaches you how to become a better slave and do not teach you, no one cannot argue with that point. They can't argue with this point because school did not teach you how to become a better person. After school is when some of us learn the most things of life. Not true? After school, there is also responsibilities. And to fulfill those responsibilities, you need to be placed into the right jobs, into the right groups, into the right, things so you could elevate as a person. I just hope that sometimes when I speak, that at least one person, even if it's just one, will hear and will try to help the kids in their community and the people who truly needs them. We need a serious shake, and it's a fact. Let's start having the conversation. I invite all the people in my community, all the people here in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique to reach out to me. Let's have groups discussion and conversations about how we can help make our country better, how we can help make our youths better. How can we grow? How can we flow into greatness and stand strong as a nation? Let's get together. Love you, my people. Love you. Love you.
Mr. Killa did say that we would hear a lot more from him possibly this year, and I really look forward to hearing from him. If I don't share it here on this channel, I definitely encourage you to go and follow him on all platforms. This is why it's so important for us to hear from the artists, because they have impact, they have reach. If I'm not mistaken, not to put his numbers out there, but he has 1 million people following him on his Instagram. So it's so nice to know that the responsibility is being taken by these artists to give a voice to things that matter to us, the people that they serve and they perform for. So anyways, big up Mr. Killa. He's my new favorite. What do you feel? What are your thoughts? Leave it in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.